All right, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to Backstage Spotlight episode 2.
Hi guys, my name is Azana. I am one of the Ascendant Apprentices and a part of the video production team.
Yeah, and I'm Sanat, one of the co founders of Ascendance, the Chief Operations Officer, and also a documentary filmmaker as well.
And we'll be your host for today. Yay!
All right, thank you guys so much for coming. Please do drop it in the comment section below what's going on. How are things? How is school like? I think this is the first week of physical school in like ages. I think a lot of you are just going back to school. And I just want to ask you guys, like, how does it feel like to actually go back to school after like so long? Azana, how does it feel like to go back to school?
Well, in class, like I've learned so many new topics, and actually, like the teacher taught us so many new things. But like from now on, like I need to wake up super early because like during the quarantine situation, uh, especially when I don't have any class, like I woke up really late. So I'm adjusting my sleeping schedule really well now.
I think a lot of us are going through that as well. Like this whole quarantine thing has just been us like sleeping and trying out new things. So yeah, um, do put it in the comment section below. What's happening with you guys? How has school been? Have you guys been having fun, or have you guys been like, oh my god, it's school again? What do I do now? Do share with us a little bit more about that as well.
Okay, Sana, what about we tell them what exactly is Backstage Spotlight?
All right.
Like
So for
maybe some
the
of them are a little bit blur.
yeah. So like I think for those of you who are new, a lot of you are joining us for the first time. If you guys did not watch the last Backstage Spotlight with Dato, Nicole, and David, welcome all of you for coming for today's Backstage Spotlight event. So Backstage Spotlight is a show that happens every month where we get a lot of successful people from different walks of life, from sports individuals to entrepreneurs to student leaders, to come over on the show and share their experience of what happens backstage in the lives of these people, like what actually makes them who they are. And we'll dive into their stories, we'll get them to share their experiences, we'll play some fun games. So please do stay tuned for the show. We have a lot of interesting things happening throughout this one hour. In that sense, we will be bringing upon some interesting speakers, and we also have a huge big surprise happening at the end of the event. So please do not leave this YouTube live. There is a huge mystery that is happening at the end of this competition.
Yes, Backstage was brought to you by Ascendance, a nationwide youth movement that has been going around for the past 6 years, like creating a platform for youngsters like me to figure out what they love doing. And as I mentioned earlier, I am a part of the Ascendance Apprentice, where I've seen a lot of improvement in me day by day, and I'm actually looking forward for more.
All right. So, know a little bit more about Ascendance and all the amazing thing that Ascendance has been doing. Let's watch a very quick video explaining a little bit about all the amazing things that Ascendance is doing. So, here's a video on what is Ascendance. So, what is Ascendance? Ascendance is a youth movement and a social enterprise founded by Malaysian youngsters with a clear goal to build the future for the young by creating thinking individuals who are aware of their strengths and passions and are willing to act on it, and at the same time see how they can give back to society. But wait, how does one do that? It starts with being aware of ourselves, our habits, our thoughts, the characters, and the values we need to build. Ascendance does this through our conferences, the New Age Learner Conference, and also through personal development sessions we have with the kids. Figuring out the deeper aspects of the mind and learning about yourself is step one in a much larger game. Many kids out there have no clue what we're doing at all, and that's okay. What's not okay is not taking the effort to find out. We put kids into various experiential learning environments where they have to test their skills and push their limits and find out what they're truly passionate about. Now, this is where everyone wants to stop, but this is exactly where Ascendance wants to continue. Enough of talking about the ideas of the young. It's time to pass the baton and let them lead. Ascendance focuses our resources and our expertise on working and incubating these ideas into social projects and startups, which go on to generate income and provide solution to many world problems out there. So what have we done? To date, Ascendance has worked with over 4,000 students from all over the world from 270 different communities.
We've shared the story of Ascendance on the world stages. We've organized and hosted our own student conference. We've had the chance to inspire so many kids by developing their ideas and dreams.
Ascendance launched our online guidance platform, theteenageentrepreneur.com, which serves as a culmination of all of Ascendance's work over the last 6 years. This platform helps teenagers to be aware of their abilities, learn from successful teenage entrepreneurs, and take part in all of Ascendance's activities. From daily blogs to monthly workshops to access to our conferences, theteenageentrepreneur.com is the one-stop spot to be a part of Ascendance. Subscribers also get a copy of The Makings of a Teenage Entrepreneur, a wonderful book written by our co-founder and role model, Hasha. This short period, Ascendance also launched the Say What with Ascendance web series, an interactive online platform that helps kids to start working on what they love and solve the many problems that they face. We've had interesting workshops on cooking, dancing, and other life skills. We've been interviewing young changemakers all over the world, and we've been sharing a lot about what the young want on the Say What web series. We also started a new venture that focuses on fractal learning, which we call the Ascendance Academy. With over 25 participants taking part, Ascendance Academy gives people an interesting avenue to test their thinking capabilities and find out the relationship between subjects and topics.
We won the Diana Award for Social Change Makers in 2019. We even had a documentary made about us. This profound, exciting, and just fun journey has brought us to places that we never thought we'd go and meet people we never thought we'd meet. So many companies came on board to build the young with us, and honestly, we couldn't thank you guys enough. You've made the dreams of 4 kids into a reality that we'll always cherish. So what's next? Well, we have huge plans moving forward, but I want people to know that building the future was never one man's job. And as much as it is mine, it's also yours, whether you like it or not. You can be a part of the movement and the cause. Get in touch with us, join our activities, become our corporate partners, spread the word out there, and take a step in building the future.
Alright, that was an amazing video on all the work Ascendance have been doing so far. So please do join us and follow us on social media to know a lot more about us.
Yep, so that is a little bit more about Ascendance. But today we have a lot of young people coming on the show as well. By the way, guys, I just want to let you guys know our co-host Azana is actually 14 years old, just 14 years old. She's actually from Labuan, and she's part of the Ascendant Apprentices, and it's her first time hosting, guys. So please do encourage her. Please do give us some good words of support, and let's head on to today's show. So today is not about us, Azana. It's actually about someone else. Who do we have?
Yes, these guys are just like 14 and 12 years old, and yet they do so many cool stuffs.
Yeah, we have a very, very interesting young sibling duo coming on the show. These people are really, really remarkable individuals who are creating a big change in the world around us today. Today we have Sheldon and Emerson Chong, who do so many things and at the same time create a lot of change among the community as well. Sheldon and Emerson Chongs are coders, they are animators, they do a lot of events, they are entrepreneurs. They are authors of their own books, and they have so many other things that they are doing. I cannot possibly list it down for you guys, but you guys have to hear it from themselves with regards to all the work that they have been doing.
Yes, these siblings has been recognized globally as Emerson's comic book Earthboy is the runner-up prize for the UNICEF Climate Comic Contest, the winners of the Tuanku Bainan Young Changemaker Award in 2018, the winner of the Twin category, and the first runner-up for the Teen category in the Young Entrepreneurs X Factor.
Yeah, Sheldon and Emerson are also working with many major corporations. They are producing a lot of new content, especially during the pandemic time. They have their workshops on 2D animation. They have workshops on coding, cartooning. They are working on their web series. And it's very, very nice to see Sheldon and Emerson grow, 2 Malaysian students grow and really become these remarkable individuals that we see today.
Yes, so without further ado, let's play a quick video on Sheldon and Emerson before welcoming them on stage.
Hi, I'm Sheldon.
And hello, I'm Emerson.
All right, so that was a quick video on Sheldon Emerson. Oh my gosh, Sheldon Emerson are here. Hi guys,
Hi.
thank you so much for joining us. But before we start for today, just want to let you guys know that intro video was actually done by Avi. Avi is 9 years old. Avinash, he's actually 9 years old. He's part of the Ascendant Apprentices as well, and he actually came up with that video. So good job, Avinash. Thank you so much for that. And it's very nice to have the wonderful and amazing Sheldon and Emerson. Hi guys, how are you guys doing?
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
All right, how are you
Hi.
guys? How's school been? How's things been with you guys?
School's been good. Yeah, it's been a bit tiring, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's been good. We are also good today, and yeah,
And-
thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I know it's like Saturday morning, and for a lot of us, Saturday morning is like the lazy time where we sleep and we do all kinds of things. But that being said, there's a lot of people who are joining us today. So guys, please do comment in the comment section below. Let us know where you're from. Let us know which school you're from. You're watching the show from where. Say hi in the comment sections and just keep it running. I know you guys are very amazing at keeping the comment section alive. So you can do that. So we have a lot of interesting things happening, but before that, Asana, what are we going to be doing first?
Okay, so next off, let's play a really fun game. Since both of you guys are siblings, right? So we thought about it. It would be a really great idea if we play a sibling rapid fire game. Woo!
Yay! Okay, now Sibling Rapid Fire has some rules. Okay, now the first rule is this: the questions are going to be about your siblings. So Sheldon, you can answer about Emerson. Emerson, you can answer about Sheldon. And for those of you in the audience, please do. Oh, we have people from Singapore. We have people from different places as well. Okay, so for those of you who are joining us, all of you guys, please take part in this siblings rapid fire. So think about your sibling. Okay, think about your sibling, your older sibling or your younger sibling, or your best friend, and answer these questions. And let us know what you feel as well. So Sheldon and Emerson, shall we go to the siblings rapid fire?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Okay, who is the more tidier one?
I think it's actually Sheldon because like he likes to clean up
Ooh.
messes and
Yeah, I think because usually Emerson is more messier, and I like to keep my things organized.
yeah.
So I will usually be cleaning after him.
Ooh.
See how messy my school bag is.
Hashtag no sibling gang. Okay, it's okay, guys. Also think about your best friend as well. We're just saying that. Yeah, I mean, like for me, I think my sibling is the tidier one. I'm the messy person. My sibling is the most OCD person ever. Azana, what about you?
I think it's me. Because like my brother is really young and all he cares about is game. So yeah, I am more clean.
All right. So can we go to the next question?
Okay, who has the best sense of style?
Okay,
Both
well,
of you guys.
what do you mean by
Uh,
style? Like clothing and stuff?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
who's
the
the
way
most
you dress.
Okay, well, we are both equally bad. we actually
I
started.
wouldn't say exactly.
We just wear shirts. Like if we have anything important, we wear collared shirt. If we have anything casual, we wear no collared shirt.
Yes.
That's all.
All right.
Okay, what about you, Sanad?
I
I
think
would
for
say the same
me,
thing.
wait, let me think. Let me think. My sister has a better sense of style, so yeah. Moving on from that.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see the
next
next
question.
question.
Who
Who
is
is
the?
the
Who is
noisier
the
one?
more noisier one?
It's definitely me.
It's him.
I will sing. I will dance. I'll stomp my feet. I like to sing randomly here and there. Like half of the
All
time,
You're
right.
the same like my brother.
half of the time you just sing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm only like for me like I'm usually only noisy when I play the piano lah or my instruments, but usually I don't really I'm a bit more quiet. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sheldon is my gang. Okay. Okay, can we move on to the next question?
Okay, what is the funniest memory you had with your sibling?
Honestly, we don't actually have a funniest memory, but that doesn't mean our life is dull lah. Yeah, but maybe we could push it to a
Funnest memory, like maybe like I think maybe our funnest memories are usually like when we
Maybe
do
like
our
when
band,
we do our band, because I play guitar and I sing in our band.
and he sings with a lot of passion. So
Yeah, and then Sheldon plays the piano or keyboard. So it's fun.
Mm. Yeah, for me, like brother and I were both young, so we do so many embarrassing stuff. So yeah, there's countless of funny memories.
It's okay. I'm 21 and my sibling is 18, and we still do a lot of embarrassing stuff, so it's fine.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
can we move on to the next question?
Mm.
Who is more introverted? Like before it was noisier. Who is more introverted?
definitely me. Because not that I'm that introverted, but my brother, he is like super extroverted.
Yeah, like I need constant interaction. If I don't talk to anyone for 1 hour, I feel like I have no friends already. I need social interaction. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
okay. What about you, Sanad?
Yeah,
I'm
like
the introverted one. My sister can just never keep quiet at all. So
Okay, okay. Shall we move on to the next question?
yep.
Yes.
yeah.
Who does more
Who
work?
does more work?
It kind of
Wow.
depends, but like overall, I would say a bit more Sheldon.
Yeah, I mean, like Emerson is quite hardworking, but that depends.
Only on certain things.
Yeah, it's conditional. So,
Yeah, like
but for me, I think I usually overwork a bit too much at
sometimes,
times.
yeah. Like he's more of a he does a bit more
Yeah.
work overall. But for me, I am more hardworking on things which I like doing, like playing games and animating. Yeah.
Alright.
You guys
Azana, what
shouldn't
about you,
overwork
Azana?
yourself. For me, I think both of us like do work sometimes, but sometimes we are really really lazy too. So so yeah, I think it depends
Alright,
too.
let's
Just
move on
like both of you guys.
to the
Okay.
next question.
Okay, what is your sibling's favorite song?
I really don't know this
We
one.
actually don't really have favorite songs, but we just like to listen to
Ooh.
a variety of them. I could say favorite genre lah. I would actually I don't know his favorite genre. I don't know why. Even that I don't know. I know, but I guess we both really like pop songs. We like pop songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my sister is a big fan of Michael Jackson and Queen and all those older rock bands in that sense. So yeah, she has the better music sense, you know.
Okay, next question. If your sibling was an animal, what animal would they be? Ooh, this question is
I
they like a little bit.
I think like for me, I would think that my brother, I think his animal would be a bat because I think he likes like because usually when I think of his favorite animal,
Yeah.
it's like a bat.
And then whenever I'm doing work or anything and stuff, for some reason, it happened many times. When it's like midnight time there, I got an inspiration already there.
Yeah,
But I
so
have to
he's
go sleep.
nocturnal.
Yeah, at night time only I got inspiration. The daytime I cannot think of anything.
What about you, son?
Okay, wait. I think my sibling would probably be a lion because she's pretty scary if you really think about it. Some siblings are like that. So yeah, if my sibling is watching, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Next
Next
question. Who has the better taste in music?
I think it's Sheldon.
I think. I mean, because like I think I just listen to songs a lot more than Emerson. So because I play like 5 instruments and usually I have to find songs for each one.
You know, one fun fact about me when I listen to songs, when I find one favorite song, I will listen to it 20 times over until I hate the song already. Then only I'll
Yeah.
Same.
That is so true,
Yeah.
bro. That is so true.
Yeah.
For me, like I only like to listen to like the song once, and after that I'll just like find
Continue,
another song
yeah.
already, which means like I usually have a lot more songs that I know, but then he always listens to one song.
I will squeeze every last bit of happiness out of the song. And then after that, I'll just find another one.
Nice.
All right, awesome. Shall we go to the next question?
Okay.
Yes.
What is your sibling's favorite book?
You know this not for me.
Yes. Definitely his favorite book is Harry Potter because he loves like the
Ooh.
concept.
Yeah. For me, last time I still love Harry Potter, but last time I used to like it so much that I would just go to my friends, and if they ask my favorite book, I would tell them about the whole story about it.
Are you worried about spoilers?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Azana, does your siblings? What's your siblings' favorite book?
My sibling don't read. He don't read at all. But he loves movies though. Like
Yeah, my sibling too. I think both of us are the more movie type people in that sense. Shall we move on to the next question?
Okay.
Okay.
What is your sibling favorite cartoon? Okay, what about you guys?
I have to watch more cartoons, but I would say I don't know for him. He doesn't watch much
Yeah,
cartoons.
I don't watch cartoons.
Yeah, but for me, do you know? I used to watch a lot of Lego Ninjago, but that's basically the only cartoon I used to watch. Yeah.
It's pretty universe.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
my
but-
sibling. My sibling watches. He doesn't watch cartoons, but he watched WWE. So weird. Like he was only like.
Okay. Yeah, siblings. My sibling's favorite cartoon is Naruto. In that sense, so
Ooh,
she's a big
like,
anime fan, and now she just watches
Really?
everyone with all the anime spoilers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's on my sibling side. Okay, can we go on to the next question?
What do you love most about your sibling? Oh.
I think maybe because the main reason which I don't like him is also the reason which I think that he's a great sibling is that he's quite like extroverted, which means that like, he can be the communicator. He can communicate very well. So
Yeah.
like if I want to because I'm not exactly as confident as speaking when it comes to him. So he's usually the person who can go out to people and reach them. So
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so one thing I guess is really good about Sheldon being a sibling is that he does a lot of work. Yeah, so and then sometimes he covers up the work for me. You know, sometimes when I don't do the work, sometimes do it. I mean, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Sanad?
I think the thing I love about my sibling was probably the fact that she's always there for me whenever I need her to be there, and she cares a lot, and I think that means a lot to me as well. Azana, what about you?
I don't really know. Like I think because he always helps me. Like if I told him like to get that for me, and he would always obeys me. It's not like I'm acting like him. Okay.
okay.
All right, guys. That is all the time that we have today. So we'll continue talking about you guys and all about your journey, but after a short commercial break. So fun.
Your stuff.
Mine, Jared.
This is what the young is capable of when they are given the support that they need. So thank you so much for believing in us and believing in the vision of Ascendance.
Everybody, my name is Ashra from Kedah, Malaysia.
Vidya and I'm from Romania.
I'm Priyanka Rana from Kathmandu, Nepal. I am enjoying the New Age Learner Virtual Conference 2020.
And I am enjoying the New Age Learner Virtual Conference.
I am enjoying the New Age Learner Virtual Conference 2020.
1 million teens.
1 million teens.
1 million teens.
1 million teens. 1 million teens.
1 million teens.
1 million teens.
1 million teens.
Hashtag 1 million teens.
All right. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to Backstage Spotlight. Today we have the wonderful and the amazing Sheldon and Emerson here today. We'll be talking to them a little bit about their story, their journey of becoming entrepreneurs and change makers, and at the same time getting to know a little bit about them as well. So I think Sheldon and Emerson, I have like my first question for you guys. You guys are doing so many things, from animation to coding to music, and at the same time you are pursuing this like as an entrepreneurship journey for you guys as well. But where did all of this start? How old were you guys when you started things like this?
Okay.
Okay, so like how it started was, I think, because we actually first started conducting cartooning and comic drawing workshops
Yeah.
in 6 years ago, I think. So actually we got our first hobby, which was drawing, at 2 years old. And what we would do is we practice it wherever we could. So when we were in the restaurants while waiting for our food, or in the banks, or even like in the moving car, we would draw everywhere we went.
Yeah.
Because it was our form of entertainment. Like we could say that was our toy. So like when we grew up, our father, he's a trainer basically, and he conducts a lot of workshops. He basically
Taught us public speaking and things like that.
yeah, and we saw that there was this demand for doing comic drawing and cartooning workshops. So we decided to start our first cartooning and comic drawing workshop like series. That started about like 5 years ago or something like that. And then we have been doing it till this day.
Yes.
So then for writing books, because we have both written a book and we've both written and illustrated books. I wrote my first book at 10 years old, and I also published it on the same year. And it's called The Time Dimension. And your book?
And my one was called, the first one is called Attack of the Evil Clone.
Yeah, and he was 8 years old when he wrote it. And basically, we just get started with all of these things because we get a lot of exposure and experience to them. So yeah.
Yes.
All
So
right.
then,
So,
oh, sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Continue.
Okay, thank you. After that, there was animation actually. So animation, I first started by, we found an app online which was an animation app, and then I experimented with it. I found that I loved it. I continued to do it, and my YouTube channel, I started posting animations on my YouTube channel, and over the pandemic, it grew, like the MCO period, it grew from 100 subscribers to 54,000 subscribers, where it is now. So yeah, thank you all subscribers.
Yeah, that is just so amazing. Like how did this YouTube channel grow so much, and like how often do you guys post videos on the channel?
Well, I post, it depends. Sometimes it can be it's usually 2 weeks once or 1 week once.
Yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, I think that's pretty remarkable to see all the things that you guys are doing. Speaking about comics and speaking about what is that drawing comics as well. I think one of your comics, Emerson, Earth Boy, was actually recognized by UNICEF. I think you won the climate change comic contest as well. So do share with us a little bit about that. Like how did that start?
Okay, so basically this was a competition which called the climate comic contest. Okay, it's a bit of a tongue twister, and they wanted the participants to draw and create a backstory for an eco superhero. So I created this character called Earth Boy, and I won first runner up out of it was like 6 year old to 25 years old, and I was
Yeah, he was the first Malaysian. He was the only Malaysian, and out of 3,000
entries.
yeah, and he was the youngest one also.
Yeah, and basically I had because I won first runner up, I had the opportunity to collaborate with an artist in New York to create a comic about Earth Boy, and then there's a comic we created, and it has been translated into Spanish, French, and Hindi. So after that, United Nations previously this one was UNICEF. Then United Nations heard about my projects with Earth Boy and a few other projects I've been doing with trying to help the Earth. They contacted us and went to Malaysia to film a short documentary about me and my projects with Earth Boy.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what happened.
All right.
Okay, guys. So speaking about that, school is also another concern. Like, how do you balance school and your work?
Okay, well, we try to even though we aren't the best yet lah, but we try to manage our time a bit more wisely, and like we try to allocate some time maybe for like games, for a project, and for schoolwork as well.
Yeah, and sometimes we have, because like there's a lot of, sometimes there are times where we have a lot of deadlines and projects. When that happens, we usually ask school to we ask permission from the school to take some like time out so that we can join like certain classes, but other classes we skip so that we can work on our project.
Yes, that's what we do sometimes. With permission lah.
All right. I think that's pretty amazing because like a lot of teenagers, right? Like or kids in that sense, we always have that feeling that we are too busy to handle things. So we got so much. We got school, we got homework, we got online class, we got all these things. When do we have the time to do the work that we want to do and the work that we love to do? So what would you say to kids like that? How can they start managing their time a bit better?
Well, I think we should like you should set a certain time for doing like, let's say you have schoolwork. I guess you should we try to prioritize the what you say the big rocks first. Like we try to prioritize doing our projects, schoolwork first before we actually start doing our gaming and other fun things like that lah.
Yeah, and then also what I like to do, I'm not 100% sure if this is the best, but I would say what I do is I try to complete as much of my homework I can in a certain time frame, because then I can have more like freer hands, because I don't want to have like homework in the back of my mind. So for me, I would prefer to finish my homework as fast as possible so that I have time to work on my other projects.
Yeah, and sometimes if you have free time in maybe school and like you can't do anything there, you could maybe do your homework there.
All right. That's pretty awesome in that sense. So, Sheldon, I have a question for you. Sheldon, you do a lot of gaming. You do a lot of game development and stuff like that as well. So, like, how are you doing all of this? Like, how do you actually make games, and how do you, like work on projects like this in that sense?
So, because what happened was, okay, I first started coding. I first started programming when I was, I think, about 5 or 6 years ago. That's when I first started. At that time, I was very new to this kind of programming, and I use a language which you might very well know. It's called Scratch. And for me, I love that concept because it was really simple and it was a good way to program like games. To this day, I still use that language, but because the thing is, I like to take a lot of the simple things to the extreme. I would try to make it as complicated as possible. So right now I still program games to Scratch, but a lot more advanced than it was in the past. So there was this one competition which I took part in. It's called what was it called again?
Well, it's a coding competition that it was.
Yeah,
You're supposed to create a. It was supposed to create a game about sustainability. And
yeah, it's like a sustainable city, and then that was my first coding competition, and I wanted to see kind of how I fared internationally, because it was an international competition, and surprisingly, I managed to emerge like first place, and the award ceremony was held in Shenzhen, China, which was quite.
Yeah, it's so good to go there.
Awesome. So you guys did prepare a video for us, right? To
Yes.
explain about it. So we'll be playing the video, but while we're playing the video, you can just talk over and talk to us a little bit more about this game and what this game means as well and so on. So let's just get the organizing team to get that up. Okay. So talk to us about the game. How does this game work in that sense?
Okay, so this, you can see, this is the first version of the game, and this was the one which won the Top Coder Award for the coding competition which I was talking about. Basically, you can see it's actually I would consider it a clicker game, and you can see that it has to do with, you have to manage kind of the resources of your city. So it's a city management game, and you can invest in different areas. So I programmed this about, I think, in 2019, which was like 2 years ago, yeah. So, and this was my first coding competition. So you see over here, there's this, like, you can set like taxing prices. You can invest in different stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the second game which I created. It's called Virus Defense. It's a tower defense game, and it's for another competition. You can see that it's it's based on the theme of a virus, and then there's a hospital which you must defend from the virus. And you can place down different towers and turrets to defend
This
this
is so
virus.
cool. This is like the coolest thing I've seen in a really
Same,
long time.
same.
Yeah. So I mean like you just learn this from scratch, is it? Like you just found out how to do all these games by on your own, or did you like go for classes, or how?
Actually, I learned everything on my own because I don't really actually. I like to explore a lot of things by myself. So, because what I do is I program games quite regularly. Maybe
Yeah, it's a hobby that he does quite a lot, so he gets
yeah.
better at it usually.
Just so you know, I think I have 180 something games on Scratch I've programmed right now.
Like work in progress on Scratch.
um, because I had a lot of time to program games. It was one of my very big hobbies in the past, and I still program to this day.
Okay, wait. I have to hear this
Cool.
again. 180 games. That's how much games you programmed.
Crazy.
I don't think I've played 180 games, let alone program 180 games.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, but I must say that some of the games did not I did not complete every game, of course. Some of them I kind of abandoned them, but some of them I completed and shared them. So yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So I think like moving on from that, right? As you guys are doing so many things, gaming, animation, coding, and so on. Um, is it because you like, did you know what you were going to do or what you like doing in the beginning itself, or how is the process like? Like, are you figuring it out slowly?
It was definitely more of kind of like a go with the flow kind of thingy. Because when we first started, we didn't really have any idea of what we were wanting to really do or what we were doing, but we just did it because we enjoyed it. And what I would say is that if someone has a passion and like they like doing something, just keep on doing it because you like doing it, and it will eventually lead you somewhere.
Yeah. So like, because we don't have a plan when we start on something new. There's a lot of areas which we were completely fresh in. We didn't know anything about it, but we decided to join because we wanted the experience. That's why we came to where we are today, because we just jump into a lot of situations which we don't know about, and then we figure out from there. So yeah, I have a few examples, but I think, like, for example, one was like Arduino, because I learned this Arduino. Like, we joined this competition, but we had absolutely no knowledge about Arduino, so I had to learn everything by
Yeah.
ourselves. So yeah.
It's like a process of figuring it out slowly, right? It's like you never actually get there in the beginning. Okay, we have this person called Unicool. I'm so sorry, Unicool. I cannot stand Unicool's comments. Unicool is like, oh my god, what is that? But Unicool has done one cartoon in Scratch before, so really good job, Unicool. So go on and try it out again, and who knows, you
I
might.
can't even do one, so that's really amazing.
All right. So I guess that's some of the questions we had for now. We'll be going for a quick ad break in a bit, and once we come back, we have some interesting questions about how do you handle the different things that happens within yourself and so on as well. So see you guys in a bit. Well, let's break for a quick commercial break.
Bye.
Subscribe now to the teenageentrepreneur.com.
So guys, welcome back to Backstage Spotlight. So Sheldon Emerson, I have one question for you guys. Like, like youngsters, well, basically, generally people like they have like insecurities. So like, how do you like cope it when you see like somebody like slightly better than you, but you guys know that you guys are so good. So how do you guys like cope it sometimes?
Like if a person is like better than me, I think, yeah, well, uh, usually, if I see that, I may sometimes be a bit jealous lah. But I would say that instead of being jealous or feeling that you're not so good, you can ask them maybe for tips and ask them how
Mm.
you're not so good, as well as like just like kind of maybe you can look up to them for tips and stuff like that. And because they're better than you they can help you become good as well.
Nice,
So
nice.
like for me, because when I go to school, I have a lot of friends who are really good at drawing. So I would say that sometimes they are better at drawing certain things than me. So what I like to do is we kind of like, because we have a lot of these group works in school. So I like, if I end up being good with them, I like to do this kind of collaboration thing where we mix our art styles together.
Yeah,
So
and like if they're better at something that I'm like not good at, and we're in a group together, they can do something that is part of the same thing, but they do their own part of it, which is what their specialty
Mhm.
is. It's
Yeah.
confusing.
All right, that's very nice. I think it's understanding how to collaborate with people and like really understanding that it doesn't matter whether someone is better than you or not. You are your own thing. But if you can collaborate and work together with them, then you really see how you can work together. So we have a lot of other questions that's coming up. Okay, we have one question from
Ooh,
Afika. So
Afika
let's put up the
Humaira.
question. So not everyone will give you tips when you ask them. Instead, sometimes they downgrade you. How do you handle yourself in that situation? Have you faced things like this before? Because when you're being very young, there is that tendency for people to be like, "Oh my God, you guys are so young! Like, how can you guys do this?" or stuff like that.
I think that usually when if they downgrade you, you shouldn't actually really mix with them so much because I would say that you shouldn't listen to them because everyone is always like good in their own way, and if you're not good, you are sure to get better if you continue. And I would say that maybe you shouldn't go like mixing with them a lot, maybe because they could like if you for example if you do something that you're really proud of and you show it to that person, maybe that person's your friend, and then that person like just insults it. Probably either they're jealous or they just think it's bad. Just don't listen to them. Do your own thing because there you can also find other people and other friends to hang out with that can actually like empower you and give you compliments, and that's much better people to hang out with than people who downgrade you.
All right, awesome. I think
Um,
that's yeah. What's
oh,
up?
I have another question. So, Sheldon Emerson, can I know like how important is parent support in your guys' journey?
It's definitely very important
yes.
because the thing is that our parents helped us to get to where we are today because constant support from parents is very important lah. And
So like how they support this was they would usually bring us to art museums and art exhibitions because they wanted us to be inspired. So
yeah, and
we got a lot of access to this kind of opportunities. But I would say that maybe now there's really the internet, and the internet is kind of the solution to a lot of things. Because all of this encouragement was by exposure and experience. So now the internet exists, and you can use that as a tool to kind of inspire yourself. And it and like for our parents, what they would do is they usually buy a lot of pens and papers. We've used like thousands of them,
Mhm.
and that's how they would encourage us in when it comes to drawing.
yeah, they would also like give us compliments, support us basically lah. And that's when they found out we were interested in art and things like that. So support is really really important from the parents.
All right. That's amazing, Sheldon Emerson. Thank you for sharing that a lot. I think a lot of parents are also watching. We have some very interesting questions. Okay, we will get to the questions. So let's move on to the next question from the audience as well. So this question is from Madhura. As adults who are watching today's session, how can we support youngsters like you guys?
Oh, okay. Well, I'd say because looking back at what my parents have done, what I say you can do is maybe see what your children likes, because if you can find out what they like doing, they can do it more effectively. Which means that if you can encourage them in that area, it could lead them somewhere. Like personally for us, we did drawing because we liked it. I did programming because I liked it. We did music because we liked it. We didn't expect to become the best at it or something like that.
Yeah, I say you shouldn't really also force them to do like a hobby that they don't actually like to do. You should, but you can just expose them to many different areas and help them find out what they actually like doing, and then support them from there.
Yeah.
All right, that's amazing. It's very very interesting to see how you guys view things, and how much you guys have grown in that sense. So for kids, right? Like for kids who are just starting out, a lot of times we have this feeling. I think you mentioned something very nice. You don't have to be the best at it, but you can try doing it and see. So a lot of times, like when I was much younger, I had this feeling that if I try this out and I don't win, or I'm not the best person in it, then I don't want to do it anymore. And because of that, I don't try out different things. So what advice do you guys have for youngsters who are watching this today's backstage on how they can start doing the things that they love to do?
Do they like only love doing it, or have they not found out their passion yet?
For ones who've not found out their passion, I think that's like 90% of us are like that. We're like, what do I want to do with my life? I'm not like the most talented person. So what would you want to say to them?
I would say you shouldn't be afraid to try out new things, because some people are afraid to go out of their comfort zone and step out of their own hobbies and things like that. But you shouldn't be afraid to try out new things, because who knows, you may actually love doing it and it may develop into something really good. Just explore lots of new areas. The internet has so many new things already you can try out. Like there are tutorials online on how to do this and how to do that. So you could see online for tutorials and things like that, and just basically find out and try out new things. Just
If you're completely clueless on what you want to have as a hobby, you can maybe instead because there's the internet right now, and maybe you should find something that's interesting. Because for Emerson, I think he has gone into a lot of projects, I think more on the art and craft related side, because he saw that he saw a lot of these art and crafts on the internet, and I would say he's pretty good at it. He has experimented a lot of this in school and at home, and the main reason why was because he's inspired. So inspiration is really important.
Yes.
Inspiration is really important.
And if you have really no idea, just go to Google, type out hobbies, and then just pick one there and just start doing it. Yeah, it's that simple.
Best solution.
All right, I love this one. I think it's a simple reminder for all of us that it doesn't matter, guys. Just go try something, please. Okay. I think that'll be that. We have another interesting two questions from the Ascendant Apprentices. So the Ascendant Apprentices are people like Azana and people who are much younger, who are sort of helping Ascendants to grow to our bigger vision of impacting 1 million teens. And honestly, these kids are just the most amazing people ever. They do a lot of work in Ascendance, and they learn a lot about themselves as well. So we have one of the teams in the Ascendance Apprentices. They have some questions for you guys. So let's watch that quick question video, and we can talk about those questions after that. So let's play the video. Okay, so that was a very quick one, but I know a lot of you guys did not read the questions because it was too fast. But that's okay. I will repeat the question for you guys. So one thing that the design team was, or when they looked at the work that you guys were doing, was you had that whole saving the earth concept, and you were talking a lot about environmental change and so on. That was one whole part of Sheldon Emerson's journey. Is there any similar concepts like that is coming out? And are you guys working on projects like that?
Um,
I think because okay, what's happening is I think on Earth Day we will be having a talk. We are going to be the hosts for our Earth Day talk. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a talk that's happening on Earth Day. Yeah.
yeah, and I think that we're also gonna expand more on the saving the earth concept, as well as maybe like adding some new concepts. We're not sure what new ones yet, but maybe like inspiring others or something.
And
concept.
yeah, and also because I'm currently working on another game right now. I've been very busy on it recently. It has to do with the environment and sustainability. It's related to the Sustainable Development Goals, and I think in about a week's time it'll be released. It's called the game. I call it Cephion, and it's a game that happens. It's a sustainable development economic simulator which takes place on another planet. So it's supposed to teach this kind of how to manage the economy as a whole and how to keep it sustainable.
Yeah, so sustainability concept.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. I think that's amazing because I love the fact that you guys are going through that route and addressing major issues by doing the work that you guys do, and I think that's pretty amazing because it's one thing to do work, but it's another thing to be a part of a bigger cause and contribute back to solving major world problems out there as well. So really, really good job on that, guys. All right, so I think the next the second question that they had was what would you guys have been doing if you guys weren't doing whatever you guys are doing right now?
Honestly, we are actually not sure, but I think the reason is that when we started doing what we were doing, we just explored random different things. So
Yeah.
it came to be that we didn't know at all that we were going to do it, and we didn't know that it was gonna lead us here. We just did it because we loved it, like this thing I said
Yeah,
before.
I think that's
Yeah.
I
Sorry?
mean, but like, is the question related to like for everything we're doing? What is something that we would do besides everything we're doing?
I think that was what it meant, but I think you answered it pretty well because if you're doing one thing, you can say, okay, I was doing one thing, so I cannot do that one thing. But you guys are doing like 20 different things, and like what you mentioned, it's like one thing will lead to another, one thing will lead to another. So there's no way that you guys won't end up doing what you're doing right now, and I think that's a good way to sort of address that question. But at the same time, I think another question, speaking on that note of saving the world and the environment and so on, how do you guys think that kids and teenagers can be a part of solving world problems? Like what you guys are doing, how can other kids do things like this?
Well, I think we can just start very simple. Actually, everyone can just start very simple. Like, example, like, just, just a few simple steps, like not littering and like, putting it in recycling bins, as well as, bringing trash to recycling center. Just the simple things. We don't have to, because every small step matters, and like, we can like cut down on the usage of plastic. Maybe like example, many like plastic straws, example of plastic straws
Plastic bags.
and plastic bags. Yeah, we can cut down on the use of those because they are single use and they take years to biodegrade. So it's just these simple steps like this. It will make a huge difference if everybody does it.
Yeah. I mean, the small things that we do that actually change the way we see things in that sense. So I think another thing, just to add on to that question, is also like doing what you actually love, and like Sheldon Emerson, you guys are doing the things that you love to do, but at the same time, you're contributing to a bigger cause. You're creating awareness through the comics and through the things that we're doing and so on. We have one question, and actually, it's going to be two questions that we're going to be talking about. So the first question is from Vinisha. Sheldon, where can we find your games? Is anything up and available for us to play?
So it's actually a bit complicated. I mean, okay, the simple answer to that is you can go to Scratch and
The
type in the
website.
game
It's
name.
a website actually.
Uh, the another way you can access it, because what I was planning to do is I'll be making HTML versions of those games, which I think can be uploaded to like other external websites besides Scratch. So when we start up our, because we are working on our own website, I was planning of like embedding the HTML games into the website itself, so you can actually play the games from the website, which would be really cool.
Yes, and it seems
All
more
right.
official.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So the next question that we will have, and we are sort of coming to a close, but before that, you guys wrote your own books, right? Both of you have books, and if I'm not mistaken, there is another book that is coming out. So let's talk a little bit about that. What are the next ventures that you guys are taking on as authors, and where can we find your books and so on?
Okay, I'll start first actually. I'll just explain briefly the first book first. The first book I wrote is about me inside a story, and it's me going on adventures, recruiting like superheroes and friends to defeat an evil clone of myself. And yeah, that's just a briefly of that story. And the second one is actually if you want to see this, the first book here I can show you right now. It's
Yep. All
it's
right,
like this.
Attack of the Evil Clone, yay!
Yeah, and then this is my brother's
This is
first.
my brother's book. Yeah. This is mine. So
Yeah.
Awesome,
So
fundamental.
the second book, which I am doing, they're both coming out of second books actually, and we're gonna publish them soon. So the second book, my one is called Egypt's Adventure. It's about it's about a mummy, like not a mom, but like a mummy monster guy. Not mummy monster, like
The
the
Egyptian
monster.
mummies, you know, like not your
The
mom,
mummy.
guys. The
Egypt
Egyptian
one,
mummy.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like Egyptian mummy, who goes on adventures with his friend who's a vampire, and like they fight villains, and like they go to different worlds, they make different friends, they fight more villains, they go exploring into caves, bases, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like a crazy adventure with these two characters. And like it's not like a horror story or anything, monster or anything lah. It's like a light-hearted fun one.
yeah.
And it's not mommy. It's not mommy monster. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to explain.
Okay, so with this before that, I would explain like by the way, our second book, because we are Vincent's talking about his second book, so I'll be writing a second book too. I mean, I've already written it. We're gonna launch it in Borders bookstore. I think in about a week or two.
A month, 2 months. In the next month.
Next month, yeah. And then okay, so my book basically I'll explain my series as a whole because the books that I write and publish are episodes of the whole series. So if I were to explain about the second episode, it would be a bit confusing. So basically my series is a science fiction action-packed series, which it involves the main character, which is me, because the main character is called Sheldon, okay? And basically it's a space team book where he has to travel through space and time with his brother to discover his like long lost unknown past, and he is faced with many obstacles and and humanity, which is part of like Earth and the rest of the universe, is threatened by a celestial force that's called that is like controlled by a overlord named Doom.
Yeah. So the Elementals is the second book to the thing. Yeah.
I think listening their books now also, I'm like, can I read it now? So yeah, I think for those of you guys who want to get Sheldon Emerson's book, please do DM them on their Facebook page. You can see their Facebook page right there next to their names. You can go over there and DM them for it. But we have some storybooks up for grab because after the break, we will be announcing a huge mystery for you guys. We have a fantastic mystery competition that is going to happen in a bit. And we have some of Sheldon Emerson's books up for grabs. We also have some merchandise from Ascendance and also some cash prizes as well. So these are some of the things that we will be doing. We do have a lot more questions, but we are running out of time slowly. So I think Sheldon Emerson, before we end today, maybe you guys just want to do a last wrap up of one word or one message you have for Gen Zs, for your generation. What would that one message be?
Okay.
So, because I want to say this, because we are all change makers, not just us, but everyone can be a change maker. And I would say that it starts with like having to like change your mindset. So by changing our mindset, we can all make a difference. Don't just think like you're bad at something, or maybe you might think that you are like too old or too young. But it doesn't really matter. Just change that mindset, and we can all be change makers already.
And then for me, I would say that just these 4 sentences is to find your passion, follow it, stay creative, and don't let your age be a limit.
All right, thank you guys so
Nice,
much,
nice.
Sheldon and Emerson. Yeah, Azana.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much, guys. It has been a really fun having you guys here. I've learned so many new things about you guys' journey. We really, really appreciate your time. So we look forward to seeing you guys grow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So thank you so much, Sheldon and Emerson. We're gonna go for a very quick ad break, but after that, once the ad break is done, we will explain to you guys about this mystery competition and what you can do to get some awesome prizes, some awesome merchandises, and so on as well. Thank you so much, Sheldon and Emerson. We look forward to seeing you again and interviewing you again and sharing your story as well. So with that, let's go for a quick commercial break.
Okay. Bye.
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 Hi, I'm Nicole David. He said, no, you're too young, that you can't. And my one advice for all youngsters out there is to stay true to yourself and go for your passion.
Yes, guys, please do join us for the next Backstage events coming up. But before we end today's session, so what about Sana tell us what about the mystery competition we have today?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's welcoming all of you take part in the Backstage Spotlight competition. All right, the Backstage Spotlight competition is again one of the most fun parts about Backstage. So you guys can come in, you guys can learn so many things, and on top of that, you all get prizes, you all get merchandisers, you also get a chance to be creative as well. So speaking about this competition, I'll let you guys know how you can take part in this. But before that, what are the prizes that we have? Now, we have a grand prize of a 100 ringgit cash prize. And on top of that, you also get the Teenage Entrepreneur Basic Book Set. This is merchandises from Ascendance. You get Hasha's book, The Makings of a Teenage Entrepreneur. And you also get access, you get the special membership card and special membership to the teenageentrepreneur.com. This is a platform that is run by Ascendance, and you get access to all of Ascendance's events. We have 50 over live streams happening over the next 1 year. We have 2 major conferences. You guys saw the New Age Learner Virtual Conference. You guys will actually get tickets for that. It's a free ticket as well. You can join us for our conference in May, and you can also join us for our conference in September as well. So you basically get the entire Ascendance package and everything that comes with it, all of it in one go. So please do take part in this competition. And on top of that, you also get a 2 storybook set by Sheldon and Emerson, which will be delivered to you guys as well. And this is not just for one person. We also have 5 consolation prizes of 50 ringgit cash prize. It also comes with, again, the basic book set from the teenageentrepreneur.com. You get access to all of Ascendance's events, and you get 1 storybook by Sheldon and Emerson as well. So we have a total of 6 winners who are going to be a part of it. So what do you guys need to do? Okay, you guys basically need to record a video of yourself answering 2 questions. Now, what questions is it? I'll tell you later, but you guys need to remember the ground rules for it. Number 1, the video has to be roughly around 30 to 45 seconds, and the video has to be either in English or in Bahasa Malaysia. You can do that. Now, the deadline for this video competition, if you guys want to win a lot of prizes, is actually this Tuesday. So you have 3 days to do it. But seriously, guys, it's Saturday today. Literally, what do you guys have after this? If you guys don't have anything after this, record the video after this and send it to us, and we will be passing you the prizes as well. You can only submit 1 video. Don't submit 10 videos, please. And don't submit like karangan long video, 5 minutes. No time to watch, bro, please. And it's also open to Malaysians only. So these are the ground rules for the Backstage Spotlight competition as well. Okay, so what is these 2 questions that you need to answer? What questions do you need to answer in order for you to win this competition? Let's have a look at it. So basically, you need to answer these 2 questions. Number 1, what is the most important lesson that you learned today from this session? What's the one thing that was like, hey, bro, I never thought about that? And what is one message you would like to give to Sheldon and Emerson, and also to Ascendance as well, for organizing this event? You guys can be as creative as possible. Would you want to dance and then tell us what you did? You want to jump upside down and do? Be as creative as possible, because that's what this whole session is about. Sheldon and Emerson came and shared how they were just creative and they just did something that they love to do, and because of that they grew so much. So you guys can also take this opportunity, win some prizes, but on top of that, be as creative as possible. So how are you going to do this video? Okay, number 1, please do let us know your name and your age in this video, and introduce yourself. Please do let us know that is you, and answer these 2 questions which I mentioned to you before, which is what did you learn today, and also what's your message to Sheldon, Emerson, and Ascendance as well. And end your video by saying #1,000,000teens. So once you are done with this video, what you guys need to do is you guys need to email the video to us at backstage.ascendance@gmail.com. If you're with your phone now, take this and take picture and keep in your phone. Make sure that when you email your video to backstage.ascendance@gmail.com, make sure you also put in your details, your full name, your age, which school are you from, your state, which state are you from in Malaysia, Sabah, Sarawak, are you from Selangor, KL, and also your contact number and how we can contact you. If you guys are having like really large files, you can send it through Google Drive or through WeTransfer.com. Please do not WhatsApp us the videos, because there's so many people WhatsApp video, means you also won't watch WhatsApp video. You all just not download and keep inside. So don't send us on WhatsApp. Please do email it as well. So remember, guys, this is a really, really good chance for each and every one of you to win some amazing prizes. We do have the grand prize of 100 ringgit cash prize, merchandises, and at the same time, a 2 storybook set from Sheldon and Emerson, and we have 5 consolation prizes worth 50 ringgit, plus all the merchandises as well. So do take part in this competition. If you have any questions, you can WhatsApp us, or you can put it in the comment section below. We will be letting you know. And take part in this competition and win some amazing prizes. So yeah, that's for this Backstage Spotlight competition.
So guys, other than that, do join us for our upcoming Backstage event featuring the godfather of stand-up comedy himself, the one and only Haris Iskandar. It's happening on this 24th of April, and yeah, also guys, do join and sign up for our new Age Learner virtual conference happening in May as well.
Yeah, all of these events are free. You can join us for the next event. There's a QR code over there. You can scan it right now, or we will also be putting in the links of how you can sign up for the Backstage Spotlight event, the next one, and also for the New Age Learner virtual conference. It's completely free. You can put in your names there, and we will contact you with regards to how you can join in as well. So these are some of the upcoming events that we have coming up. On top of that, for those of you who came today and watched this episode of Backstage Spotlight, I know you're all like, what about my attendance? What about my e-cert? When am I going to get all of these things? Okay, we will be sending in the form, the link for you guys to get your e-cert. So please do go in and fill in your details, and we will be giving you the e-cert. And this e-cert will come in about 3 weeks from now. So give us some time, guys, please. We've got other events to do all. So give us some time. We will be sending the e-certs to you guys, and you guys can collect that as well. So yeah, I hope each and every one of you had a lot of fun for this event, and we hope to see you in the next event as well. Before we come to a close for today, we would like to take some time to thank each and every one of our corporate partners. We have ET Ideas, Challenger Chess Academy, ET Boost, D-Chic Events, the Naga National Berhad, Cofax Coffee, Swimming12, StartMyName.com, Globetrotter Consultancy, Shushan Inno Creation, New Wave Synchronizer, Hello Gorgeous Beauty Parlor, Fresh Ink Mandy, Chessmaster Jenny, HD Lifestyle, Cosmic Records, Creative Crux, Simply Empowering, MI Maju Enterprise, Sanatana Academy, and these are all of our corporate partners. Thank you guys so much for coming on board. I think all of you have another question on how you can actually be a part of Ascendance. Okay, so how can you be a part of Ascendance? Number one, you can join us, subscribe to the Teenage Entrepreneur online platform. You can get it. Please do go to the teenageentrepreneur.com and subscribe. It's only 100 ringgit for a year, filled with a lot of content that Ascendance is doing. We also have the Say What with Ascendance web series. It happens weekly on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. You can also go and subscribe to it. You can head over to ascendancepro.com/saywhat, and you can actually subscribe to the web series as well. Or if you are on Instagram or Facebook, you can just text us and let us know and be a part of Ascendance and be a part of the many events that we are doing as well. So with that, we are coming to a close for today's event. Thank you guys so much. My name is Sanat.
And I am Azana.
And we loved having you guys here today. Thank you guys so much. See you guys again in the next Backstage Spotlight. Before we end, here is a quick video from our corporate partners. Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys, I'm Joycelyn from Simply Empowering, and I would like to say, keep following your heart so that you can reach your goals in the future. Thank you all again, and I would like to see you all at the next New Age Learner virtual conference where 50,000 students will be attending. See you guys then.
Hi, I'm Calvin from Cofax Coffee. Always be grateful and make it your mission to find your purpose in life. I'm sure many of you will do great things and solve some real world problems. See you guys at the next New Age Learner virtual conference where we will have more than 50,000 students attending, and see you guys there. Bye.
I am Wan Hairul from Tenaga National Berhad. We are so proud to see many youngsters or young leaders or pemimpin muda from all around the world showing their creativity, confidence and potential. It is absolutely amazing. But not to forget, congratulations also to the parents and teachers for their guidance and support. We in TMB always believe that education plays an important role in nation development. Okay, so we are excited to see you in the New Age Learner Virtual Conference in 2021 with more than 50,000 students all around the world.
Hi, I'm Nicole David, and my one advice for all youngsters out there is to stay true to yourself and go for your passion. Work towards it and work hard because you can break all barriers if you give it your full effort in anything you do. I'd like to invite all of you to continue into the New Age Learner Virtual Conference soon by Ascendance, and hope you all can sign up soon.